Well, you tell him, what's wrong, son?
Mommy was a whore.
Somebody said, man, show me a video of you sucking dick.
Oh my god, dude! I accidentally sent a
He's
dude to
mad.
my
He
mom.
goes in his room. Like, how would you take that? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna say when that happens? If that, I mean, obviously it's gonna get abroad. I mean, shit, this is gonna move everywhere. So I mean,
I'm gonna fucking sit down with my kid and tell them. Like, I'm not necessarily like that.
You can't tell your kid anything because he already seen you sucking cock. There's not a speech you can tell them that says, "Oh, okay, I understand." There we go. Man, the gadget is back. Oh shit. Man, the gadget is back. Man, the guru is back. What's up, guys? It's
RAWBYN, the biolanguage guru.
We're back with another motherfucking sharp video. Just stay pimping, baby. He's going against another
Demon.
another OnlyFans demon. You just search her first name in the Google search box. You're gonna see some shit. Just warning you. Now, she's about to get a reality check, and we're here for it. Cause I'm here for reality checks. So let's get right into this shit. That being said, subscribe because I won't be small for long. Cut the motherfucking small. Talk.
it's International Week. The Shark Tank. No jumper. Yeah, that's what it
I like
is.
that.
Yeah. Sharpest, coolest podcast in the world. And today, I'm gonna let her introduce herself, man, because she done been around before. I think I done seen you on Plug Talk. I think you was on there as well.
Kind of recently.
Introduce yourself, sweetie.
My name is Payton Preslee.
Payton Preslee.
The funny thing is, like, Sharp is looking at her like dead meat. Like, it's like a meal. And she does not know it.
Yes.
Any relations to Elvis Presley?
No, it's spelled differently.
No.
Mine is L-E-E at the end.
Yours L. I like how you
Press
L-E-E.
L-E-E.
Oh, you put the whole time L-E.
People misspell it all the time. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for the viewers, there's ones that obviously know you. For the ones that don't know you, tell them a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Payton Preslee, and I'm from Poland originally. Then I moved
Just
to
say you do
Chicago, and then I moved here because I started doing porn.
There you go.
You started doing porn.
Yeah, and the rest is history.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
28?
Yeah.
I would give anyone that's watching this $1 million that I don't have right now, at least. That she has no limits. I have never seen her in her job of whatever she does, you know. But I give you anything I have in my bank. She has no limits. This girl does almost anything. I feel like she would just get shit on if the money is right.
When'd you start doing porn? When'd you move here and start doing porn?
Like 3 years ago, I think.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, so you new to it?
I guess you think 3 years is still kind of new.
Hell yeah.
Nah, I don't.
Okay.
Anything, let me tell you something. Can you really say that you can master anything in 3 years?
Yeah.
Anything.
Yes.
Anything that you do.
Yes.
I guess not even. Well, sexually with my job, I mean, it's not.
If you have 3 years nonstop of just doing something, you will master it. I feel like you master it in the first year. Like, if you have 3 years of you just straight up reading economic books, like all these type of books that help you self-improve, you are gonna be a different human after that third year. Reading a whole these successful humans tell you how they did it, you're not gonna get something out of that in 3 years. Nah,
It's not like I do everything yet, so you know what I'm
There's
saying.
so there's always more to learn.
Yeah.
Bro, she might
Yeah,
be
it's
dumb
not
as
There's
that
always
easy.
more, but I'm saying there's always more to learn.
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know, so you've been in it for 3 years. It's what you've been on. You know, it's your mixture.
Yeah, doing that, and then before that, I did OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just been like sex work, and
Ooh, what happened?
I did
What-
makeup before
Why the crossover?
from.
She wanted
You
more
saying
OnlyFans to
yeah,
porn?
yeah, OnlyFans to
More
porn.
money?
Why the crossover?
I really was like a fan of porn.
Yeah.
And I liked following all the girls and stuff. I went to the conventions, and I just like, I think because I was such a huge fan, like I went to Exotica, I met a porn star, and like that's how all
That
of
was
this
that'd
began.
be in Florida. Florida.
This was in Chicago.
Chicago, yeah,
Exotica,
in Chicago.
I think that's
Yeah.
happening right now.
Stop the cap. It was more money. Stop saying you like the girls. It was all about money. Girls do not get into OnlyFans, porn, all that sex shit if it's not for the money. I wanna do something, an experiment. I wanna see how many girls actually stay when there's no money involved. 0. You did it for the money. They probably told you, hey, we have a contract for you if you leave OnlyFans. She did it.
Now, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of how it all started. So I always like knew like names and stuff, and I was like, if I can do this like at home, why not do it in front of a camera and get paid for it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Because
wasn't
it's
already
different from OnlyFans content, you know?
So you telling me that you wasn't making more money off of OnlyFans?
Well, I'm not like super huge. I'm not making as much as like more known girls on OnlyFans. So doing both for right now is definitely like good for me. I don't think I could just do OnlyFans right now. I would need to establish myself more as a porn star
I was right.
to just live off of OnlyFans, you know?
Yeah, I was right. She was getting more
I
money.
think those girls are like very huge and famous and like, you know, they're more established.
I've heard like a lot of the shit that be going on OnlyFans and like chicks that's making money off of OnlyFans. So they say like it be a lot of cap. Not everybody's making bread. And like the
Of
shit that they
course
say that
not.
they're doing and the shit that they say that they're doing, they're not even doing half of that. So when they come get on camera, they just kind of build that facade. Like they just throw it. That's not really them.
It's almost like a scam, I would say. Like you're scamming people. A lot of celebrities do that, right? They like say, "Ooh, I got an OnlyFans." I don't want to name names, but then they'll like send out a locked message with a picture. It'll say it's something, and it's like them in lingerie.
Oh, so
and
you
you were
contribute-
expecting to see like tits, like
Oh,
you
so
know?
you've contributed to OnlyFans before. You've tried to go see some of these celebrities.
Right, but I would never subscribe to a celebrity's OnlyFans. They be making some crazy like subscription prices for not showing anything. You know what I mean?
What's the ticket? Oh, you see
She's one of the guys. Never spend any money. Just go to Reddit.
a little ripped off.
Like I would never, unless it's guaranteed that I'll see something I like.
You seem a little fucking ripped off. Like, damn, well, you know, I tried to invest. You know, I had somebody that I was really interested in. You know, I've watched all their movies, their films, their whatever. And I tried to go buy their shit, and it was $1,000, $1,500.
That's fucking crazy. I don't even
And
think
they
you
whoop
can
you.
do that, but yeah.
You can't even do that?
There's a limit of like the price on OnlyFans.
What's the price?
I don't think it can go like. I think the max somebody can tip you in like one take is like $200.
What?
You know what I mean? So yeah, you can't have a
OnlyFans
subscription
changed that
more
right
expensive
now.
than
Bro, a tip should be almost limitless.
like I think $50. I think that's the max you can charge per
$50?
month. I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Mine is
Reoccurrence?
like $14.99, but I post
That's too high.
everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
For $14.99.
But hey, it's also pay-per-view, so
Pay-per-view.
if you want to see like
All right, let's be honest, right? There's fights that they'll put on that don't even last
True.
2 minutes, 3 minutes that go for $174.
Are you serious?
$174. I think I've seen a fight that's been $150. Floyd be throwing fights. No, I've seen a fight go, man, for about $149
what?
because it was such a big ordeal. Like, for real, man. Like,
Yeah,
I'm being
149.
honest with you. So when I hear about pay-per-view, I'm like, shit, it even minimum from $75, $80 per view.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah,
think
yeah.
about how many people are gonna buy it. So multiply.
Not to mention the gate.
Right. So it adds up.
So like to give, and these people don't even give half of everything. They come in there, drop a couple beads of sweat, somebody's arm get raised, and they out of there.
Yep. Must be nice.
Somebody's arm get
Yeah,
raised.
but you have to think about it, like how much work did they put in to get to that position? You know, like it's probably difficult as fuck.
And guess what? You getting raised for 40 million, 50 million.
Yeah,
So that's why when I hear
crazy.
pay-per-view, it's like, damn, $14.99. Isn't that like when pay-per-view first started type of?
No,
Think about it.
$15.99 to see everything on my feed, and then there's pay-per-view stuff.
You
in
talking about your
messages.
customs? Your customs
Yeah, or
you be
like
doing?
customs, or just whatever I feel like sending out and charge for it.
What's the most
So
you
if
ever?
it's like a long video, like a plug talk, I pay-per-viewed it.
Did you
I'm
have
not gonna
fun?
fucking post it for everyone to
Did
see.
you have fun with that?
Yeah,
Did you have fun? What'd you do?
everything.
Like?
Did you see it on my Twitter?
No, I didn't. I didn't really. No, I
A little-
didn't.
Also, oh man, her laugh is horrendous. That shit turned me off.
Everything.
Like?
Did you see it on my Twitter?
No, I didn't.
But she's been through everything. She's been through trauma. She's been through trauma. I feel bad for her. She's been through trauma. I feel bad.
I didn't really. No, I
A
didn't.
little preview.
No, I didn't see
Well,
the preview. Give me a preview right now here at the table.
Well, it was cool because we have a backstory. Like we've met years ago, and
Who?
I was just a fan.
Who
like
are you fans of?
I came up to the store on Melrose, hoping to see Lena because it was my birthday, and obviously Adam was
That's
there.
who you were fans of, was Adam and Lena.
Yeah, but
Okay,
more
continue.
like Lena, because she's the one that was the first like big OnlyFans girl. I feel like, you know. So I always liked her, and I came here for my birthday, and me and my friend came to the store, and Adam was like live streaming or something, and somehow I ended up smoking a blunt on the show live from between his toes, because I think Riley Reid did that with Lil Pump. And somehow
that
Adam
was
got
some
me.
way you just had to know Adam didn't get you
No,
to do shit.
he did.
Your ass
Watch
did it.
the fucking thing.
Don't
Watch
fucking
the
lie.
thing.
No,
It's
but you were with it. Don't fucking lie. You're
No,
not
I
gonna
was
lie
down
in the
for
tank.
it. I was down
We're
to
not
do it.
gonna. You were fucking down. So just say that you were. See, that's where we get the fucking truth mixed up. Is because we start just saying things out of our mouths that's not really true. Oh, well, Adam, he convinced me to do it. No, you was already convinced and was waiting for him to say it.
I honestly didn't even know about the fucking video. And he's like, yeah, that happened and whatever. Like, would you do that? And I'm like, fuck yeah, why not? Just to cross it off my, like, you know, like a
You
list.
didn't even have that on your list. You know you didn't.
No, I just,
It was something just to do.
I just right there
Say
and
it.
then wrote it on my list.
Saying you just right then and there wrote that on your list. So
Yeah.
there was this. I'm gonna say it like it is because I'm gonna look at it from being an outside. I'm gonna say it from like an outsider's perspective. So you just smoking between random people's toes.
I just did it that one time.
You just did it that one time. Would you do it again?
I recreated something.
What'd you recreate?
The video of Riley and Lil Pump.
Why do that? Why not do the things that you should be doing? Things that are gonna enhance you.
That
Why
is
try to
true.
reenact somebody else's shit? Make it more organic, correct?
I was a baby back then.
How old were you when you did this?
I mean, baby as in like, I wasn't even doing porn yet. This was
So
like
what?
4 years ago. Or 4.5, something like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Come
I
on.
was just like a little fangirl out here fucking doing anything to be on this podcast. Like, hey, look at me. You know? I was a fangirl.
You know what kills me? You know what kills me is because every chick, it's like a lot of chicks that the OnlyFans and shit like that, it's like it's no substance. It's like, what can I do to expose myself? How far? I don't give a fuck. Like, tear myself down. This don't even got nothing to do with the game, but it's like, tear myself down. Fuck it. Shame me. I don't give a fuck.
It's pretty much anything to move the goalpost forward, and if it makes money, it makes sense.
Fuck what happens to me 30 years from now. Misuse me. Just to get 5 seconds of fame, sweetie, 5 seconds of clout. That's what it really be about. That's sad. Think about
is.
the shit. That's really sad that you, and there's a lot of others that live like that. And you know what's so cold? Because you'll probably sell the same amount of content just going off of your yeses and your nos. But you do all your yeses because you want more followers. Like, yeah, all right, even though I would say no to this shit, I'm going to still say yes because I want more followers. It ain't like you're doing it for a major bag.
I'm not like that anymore.
Yeah,
with what I do for a living, fuck no.
But I know that it's not even really necessarily about the money for you. I know that. It's not. It's not about the money. It's about just having people you want to feel loved. Even if the feeling is just, we know it's fake. It's not real, you know? But you still cling to that.
Like validation. You're talking about like validation.
You still you cling to that. You'll go broke tomorrow to keep that validation. You'll break your life. Yeah, you would.
No, I
Yes,
grew
you-
out of that.
You grew out of it.
Yeah.
It's still on your mind.
I'm not like doing dumb shit for clout anymore.
It's still on your mind.
It was a fun memory. Like, look, we're talking about it now. I'm laughing about it. We talked about it on Plug Talk. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
What'd you talk about on Plug Talk? Talk to me.
Honestly, I don't remember that much because I was really like dick and pussy drunk after.
You know what I noticed? I feel like every conversation goes the same way. Like, I can predict every conversation. I can predict every conversation simple. I don't know if it's like study conversations so long or they're just so predictable to me.
So I
After or before?
no, it was after. First is the interview.
You can always remember what you're doing. So you let me tell you something. You know what I saw on your face? Because I watched that shit, right?
Watch what?
I watched you do that. I watched it. You know what I'm saying? I went back and I replayed it, like just y'all interaction, y'all interview. And I went back and I watched it and I'm looking and I'm like, you didn't even really give a fuck about the conversation. The conversation wasn't even important to you. The interview wasn't even important to you. You didn't give a fuck if you had to fuck Adam by himself. You didn't give a fuck if you had to fuck Lena by himself. You didn't give a fuck if you had to fuck both of them. You don't give a fuck if you had to fuck twins of them. As long as you got that content, you were happy. It was like just a self gain. It wasn't even really about the money. You didn't even care. You just want to say you did that.
Well, first of all, I don't know what money
Damn, putting her on a hot seat is crazy.
I'm gonna make off of posting that. So I go into it like I'm going into any other
You ain't used
content
it yet
show.
for your, that's,
I
thought
did. I
that's
already
what it's.
posted it. Yeah, it's
Okay.
already out. But I'm saying, like, I'm not going into it differently than going into any other OnlyFans shoot with anyone else.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Trying.
But obviously, I was like,
trying.
fuck, this is awesome. Like, this is gonna get me a lot of followers and new traffic because I'm on fucking Plug Talk. This is amazing.
And Plug Talk, I'm gonna be real,
Call it
it's
clout,
dope.
call it whatever you want, but
I'm gonna tell you this though, you gotta already have somewhat of a following yourself to sell that to.
100%.
That's something that I can kind of respect about Plug Talk because, you know, if we look at it from a business perspective, they sell their content. Yeah, their content, it gets sold. Yes, and it's for you to sell as well, but they're not responsible for the followers that you have to buy it. And people try to kind of like bank off that, like, yeah, their shit's gonna sell already, but you gotta kind of already have the following to sell that content too.
You have to have some kind of a following to even start doing any of that stuff.
I mean, do you think you get on Plug Talk without a following? Like, what is Sharp saying?
You know, to start an OnlyFans, to start anything like that from scratch.
You still do your OnlyFans?
Of course.
Yeah. I'm asking you, like, what's your and be honest.
Yeah.
I don't really ask too many people. I don't really, but how much have you, like, what's your like biggest? What's the biggest revenue you've hit in a month?
I'm gonna say
off of your
10K.
OnlyFans.
I'm not gonna tell you the exact number.
That's okay.
But
because
between
I get it. I understand.
in a month.
I understand. Yeah, ain't that what y'all do? Y'all do it monthly.
Yeah,
Ain't
I
that
mean,
what
I
you...
always cash out once a week because like my OCD, just like I have to. But sometimes I look at that monthly, like at the.
Cause we need that bread.
Like once a week is a thing for me. Because you know why? For someone that has worked like a 9 to 5, you know how like fucked up it is to have to get paid every 2 fucking weeks and have to wait for that fucking paycheck. So I'm my own boss. I'm getting paid once a week.
Well, I thought if the bag was big enough, you know.
The fact that she swerved out of that question without answering it just tells me how manipulative she is. Sharp didn't even understand that she just swerved out of that question without answering it. How much do you make a month? 10K?
You was already touching one from the month before. That motherfucker should already held you off for 4-5 months if you played your cards right.
Yeah. Every month, you don't know what's gonna happen every month though. Like some people don't give a fuck and they'll unsubscribe, like, cause they don't like that you've been posting too much foot stuff. I don't know.
I'm gonna agree with you.
That's why you have to keep posting different shit to keep different people in different fetishes, blah, blah, blah. Like, you have to be creative. You can't just be fucking people to fuck people.
I might agree with you. I gotta agree with you somewhat when you say it might be a sham. It's a scam. Might be, you know?
Well, when people lie about what they're posting, yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people do that. That even saturated your game on OnlyFans. That's probably why you left.
I didn't leave.
Yeah, no, you fuck with it, but
What do
you
you
went
mean?
to look for other endeavors
porn.
elsewhere. Yes, you went and looked for other endeavors elsewhere.
But you know
you
what?
Did.
Well, I had a little bit of a following, so I knew that OnlyFans will pop off without me being like some famous porn star, which is why I did that first. And then I got a good following from being a part of Suicide Girls. I don't know if you
I
know
remember
that
Suicide Girls, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Y'all
what
had to
kinda
look hella
started.
crazy though, almost anorexic and shit. I remember them.
No, they
Like,
changed. No, it's like every shape, every size now.
Okay, but I remember when it first started though, and no offense to them, no, you know, shout out to them, but I just remember they used to have some real emo looking,
Skinny.
gothic looking, like it was a crazy look to be one of them chicks to even model for them. How'd you land that job? Tell me. Talk to
From
me.
going to their burlesque show
Where was this?
in Chicago.
Chicago?
The girls like go on tour and they dance like burlesque shows.
Yeah.
And I just went there and I met the owners and they were like, obviously I have tattoos and whatever.
Yeah.
So they offered me like a photo shoot or something and
What?
I think every photo shoot I've had for them, it's like, it's called you win set of the day, which is when they actually pay you for your pictures.
Oh, so when you go work with them, it don't necessarily mean that you're gonna get paid.
No, you only get paid if your photo set
Yeah.
gets picked as set of the day by the vote of like people.
Let me ask you something. You think Victoria's Secret models, they just go there and hope to get picked to get paid when they go a model for them, or you think everybody gets paid?
In Victoria's Secret
Yeah,
shit?
like everybody, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
People
there's
go and
no way
sit-
everybody gets paid. That industry
Not
is
everybody
fucked
gets
up for sure.
Not everybody gets paid. Not even $1. You're saying like
I'm sure there's some
y'all are
people
in
that
hopes to get paid.
For Suicide Girls, that's what it was.
They at least get a fucking fancy sandwich. They gonna get something.
You even have to pay for the fucking photographer.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So you're investing like hoping that you'll make $500. That's why I don't really fuck with that website anymore. I'm on to bigger and better things.
So you have to pay for
But
the
I will always like
Damn,
appreciate.
bro, I should be that ruthless. You're paying them to take pictures of you in hopes they pick your picture so they can pay you.
Starting off like having a bigger following on Instagram by them posting me and like promoting me.
Did you gain something off them posting you?
Yeah, a lot of like a huge. Before my original Instagram got deleted, like my OG Instagram, I think I had almost 500,000 followers. So in a span of like, I think maybe 4 or 5 years, that's like
That's great.
not bad.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm asking you this. I like how you talk about, okay, well, you know, you're open to this with the Instagram and shit like that. But I ask you, like, shit, how much you done did off the point? Like, how much you done made off of a set that day? Like, what's the biggest amount you've made off of being on a set for a day? I kind of know the range, but I want to hear you say it.
I think like $2,000.
$2,000. Shit, I was talking about that this morning. I was like, yeah, it'd be about the max. They be having your ass all day, and your content lasts forever.
You're talking about a professional porn set? Or
I thought that's what we were talking about. I mean, I'm not talking about going and doing some shit and dropping it on the dark web.
Yes.
I mean, fuck, we're not talking homemade things here. I would hope that you're on a professional set.
Some people pay you to shoot OnlyFans content, but then you don't get to keep the video.
You know, I respect porn stars, but I just want them to know, like, just say that you do it because that's what you like. You're not really in it for the money, because if you're in it for the money, you're not making, you have to hope that shit pops so you can sell your brand.
Yes, but...
So you can sell your brand.
Yes, but
It's
to
the
be
truth.
honest with you, I'm not...
That's like every content creator though. Like not just them like we hope our brand pops so we sell our brand.
I'm not... I'm mostly doing it because the money is good and like I can get exposure and go into other sex worker jobs. Like I can feature dance. Like because I'm in porn, I'm a porn star. I'm thinking about like feature dancing. So instead of like, you know, there's strippers. They work fucking hard. I spent one night at a strip club. I've never been a stripper, okay? I spent one night at a strip club. Like, I've seen, like, a regular strip club night. And those girls are fucking, like, I don't know. I have respect for those girls. But when you're, like, a porn star, the club will, like, pay you, like, I think it's, like, a few thousands of dollars to just, like,
pull up,
maybe dance to, like, 2 songs, sign a bunch of shit for people, take pictures, and get the fuck out.
Okay, well, listen to this. You go to feature at the club, right?
I've never done it, by the way. I'm thinking about it.
Stop. Yeah, I bet you are. You go and feature at the club. Okay? They paying you, let's just say, okay, and we're going to do some math here. It's $3,000.
I've heard it's
a lot
around
of times,
that.
Okay.
Base pay,
Okay, a lot of the times you're going to have to travel for this, correct? If you're making a move, you don't want to do it in the city that you're in because that's already easy. The people that are going to pay you are going to want you to come feature in their city.
100%. And LA is not really...
We're not even talking about LA.
Great for
We're talking about hitting
strip
cities.
clubs. Yeah.
And you go and feature in these cities, correct?
Yeah.
You have to think about from you spending for your airfare, because they're not going to pay for that 9 times out of 10. They're just going to hope that you're on tour. And if you could, they're going to get your ass a fucking basic ass ticket. If they're going to pay you 3, 4 things, because you have to have a big following, man. Like somebody that's in now. Me and you both know this is a starving industry. It's a starving industry. So may the best man win.
Yeah.
From the time that you spend from flights, your room, even if you don't eat a lot, okay, cool, fuck the food. Making sure that you got everything you need. Of course, you're gonna want to have some new clothes. You're gonna want to have some new shit when you touch down.
Uber, Lyft.
All that shit.
Yeah, you gotta invest.
When you you think about how much you really make from moving like that. So even if because I think about that. Okay, if chicks are doing that, go feature in the club, but you got to have the following. A lot of chicks don't have the following, so it's hard to even make even that 3,000.
Of course, and I mean, I don't think a club will approach you unless you have a big following to feature dance. You know,
I mean, some chicks have people that reach out for them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or
and
they
I
have
ain't talk-
Bro,
agents.
there's so many. Once you make it in terms of like brand wise, there's so many opportunities. Like let's say I get known, motherfuckers would just pay me just to show up to the club. Imagine being paid just to show up to someone's club.
I guess
They have people that reach out for them. You know what I'm saying? There's people that professionally do that. They just reach out like, hey, do you want somebody to come feature in your club? Hey, do you want somebody like, I mean, shit, that's like a fucking card flipper that stands on the side of the strip that like, hey, man, girls, girls, girls. I mean, people have that.
Yeah, I agree. You know? But I think if you go on a tour or how you said it, and you're like, what I've heard is that it's like thousands of dollars guaranteed per night. So if you go on like a week, and I don't know how like it works. Do they do like 2 different like the schedules? I don't know how it works, but I'm sure at the end of the whole trip you'll be making a bunch of money versus what you spent.
Well, it's not a guarantee. No, it's not a guarantee. No, it's not a guarantee.
Especially your first time. I've never
You gotta
done
hope.
it. So
You gotta hope that. Listen to me. You gotta hope that your fan base is big enough.
Yeah.
To where when you hit that city, you have enough fans in that city that want to come and pack that club for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if you come through for that hour. So it does take a following. I do stand behind that. A chick going ahead, and going and featuring. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go and feature, cool. But you have to have a following behind it.
I agree.
You have to already have been moving.
There?
Yeah, because you have to have a fan base to come and see you, literally. Like, your face is promoting that whole club, so...
Yeah, what I hate is a lot of people can watch porn for free these days. So they can watch your videos for free.
Yeah.
Why come to the club? Not a lot of people are going to spend on something they know they can go watch for free.
I mean, no one goes
So we
to
got
the club.
it's got to be a better way.
That pisses me
gotta
off.
be.
Bro,
There's so many
who
people
goes to
that
the
comment
club to
on
get a nut
my
off?
Twitter.
I mean, to get a nut off to her.
Like, I'll post something, like a little trailer, and somebody will be like, where can I go watch this for free? And someone else, some idiot will comment and like post a link. I'm like, are you fucking really out here posting X videos, fucking links of my shit?
Whoever's got your shit is leaking that shit
There's
to
so
other
many.
people. But hey, that's why you got to be careful with it, who you deal with.
Unless you have what are those people called that like you hire and they like fish out all the re-uploaded content of yours? DMCA or something?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I do
There's
not.
like a legal whatever group of people that a lot of content creators hire, like OnlyFans girls.
That's not-
You can
I don't
ask,
think- I think that's
and they like
automatic.
take down everything that's not on your OnlyFans. You can't like take. I don't know if you can take people to court for that shit, but
Nah, I don't think so.
yeah, there's
Copyright.
like a team you can hire to take down illegal repost of your content. Because obviously it's so easy if I log on to your OnlyFans, screenshot your video and repost it. So many fake profiles of me like selling my shit.
Sharp.
What am I gonna
Fine.
fucking do?
What are we
Report
talking
all of them? I don't give a fuck. Just whatever.
I just thought, chicks that got into that industry, whatever, like it was for the bread. So I don't think that people who are into porn or anything like that, y'all really into it for the bread because you really don't make that much and your content's out there forever. You know what I'm saying? It's out there forever. Anybody
They do
can
make a
go and
lot,
see
though.
it.
Didn't like I know it's crazy, but Bad Baby like
Hell, when you have kids, it's gonna probably get passed to them. You gotta think about it. The world's gonna get more.
I'm already dealing with shit
I
like
bet.
that.
So the world's gonna get more virtual as this shit goes
100%.
on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm lucky that my family is cool and they all know and they're fine with it.
Yeah.
But I agree, like having to like tell your kids or like how the future will look, it's like crazy to think about doing what I do. But fuck, there's so many like I'm dating
What
like
you
I'm
think?
dating someone who's been doing porn and they have fucking kids and so I already like I am around people that have fucking families and do this shit and like they're just like normal fucking people. Like
What you think
we're
about,
normal people at the end of the day.
What you think about when you have kids, right? What you think about like they come home, they walk through the door, they slam their backpack down, they're like, "What you talking? What's wrong, son?"
Mommy was a whore.
Somebody said, "Man, show me a video of you sucking dick."
Oh my god, dude! I accidentally sent a nude
He's
to
mad.
my
He
mom.
goes in his room. Like, how would you take that? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna say when that happens? If that, I mean, obviously it's gonna get abroad. I mean, shit, this is gonna move everywhere. So I mean,
I'm gonna fucking sit down with my kid and tell them, like, you know.
yeah. What
But
you gonna tell?
no,
What are you
listen,
gonna explain to them? How you gonna explain
I've
it?
thought about this, and like,
What are you gonna explain to
I would explain to my kids that obviously, like, what I did, it's what I did, and I'm not thinking that I'm out here like changing the world or fucking creating world peace with what I'm doing. Okay.
Of course not.
I personally think that like I
course
personally
not.
no, but listen, there's some girls that are like they breathe, live, piss and shit porn, and it's like everything to them, and like I'm not necessarily like that.
You can't tell your kid anything because he already seen you sucking cock. There's not a speech you can tell them that says, "Oh, okay, I understand." There's not a
Like,
speech.
you know, I like to stay my normal self. Like, I'm not out here like, oh my god, I'm a porn star, I'm Payton Preslee, like that's my whole
But Payton,
personality.
I want to know. I don't even like saying that because I swear to God, I don't even like saying that name, bro. But it's okay, and it doesn't matter. Like, I want to know, like, how would you explain it to your kids? Like, what
Oh,
would
right,
you
that's
tell
what we're
them?
talking
Like,
about.
yeah, like if they, back to the question, like if you were with your, like if your kids came home, like I said, and you know, little Nikolai, because you said little Nikolai fucking
How old
slams-
is my kid? That depends.
He's
How old
like
is my
8
kid?
or 9. You know, kids are gonna be. Listen to me. Kids are getting more advanced
100%.
these days.
Listen,
They're-
I'm
and
telling
by
you, I
that
know.
time, I don't know if you're gonna have kids. I'm thinking maybe in the next 10 years, hopefully for you.
I would love to.
Okay. You know, in the next.
Hopefully not. What do you mean, Sharp? You mean hopefully? Hopefully she doesn't get kids, bro. Them kids are gonna get fucking terrorized, bro. Those kids are gonna get terrorized.
Next 10 years, you know, but
But I think about
what
that
would you
stuff.
tell little Nikolai if he came in and
Nikolai?
he just
Is it
slammed?
because I'm Polish or using that name?
Yeah, I was just trying to
Nikolai.
like put it to the setting. You told little
Nikolai,
little
I'm
Nikolai
dead.
come in and he just he slams his backpack down and you're like, you know, you just made some Polish sausage and sauerkraut.
Ah!
And you come up in there, you tell him, man, what's wrong with you? And he's like, man, Mom, somebody at school just showed me a video of you sucking dick. And I ain't like it. Like, what are you gonna tell him? Like, and he storms off to his room and he closes the door.
If they're genuinely pissed off like that, I mean,
You mean genuinely pissed off like that? Like that's the normal reaction. What do you mean? Why? Like what?
I'm not. I think I want to be the parent that will like sit down and be straight up with them. I'm not gonna tell my kid. Listen, I'm not gonna tell my kid that like, oh, and also when you're 18, like go do that if you want. Like I'm not gonna be like encouraging that shit ever. But I'm not gonna like. I'm gonna be like, this is what I did. Like, it was just like any other job, and like, I think by the
It was just like any other job.
time I have kids,
Yeah, it's
they're
just like
gonna
any
be
other
like,
job.
I mean, I feel like even now kids are different than like when I was 12,
Yeah.
11. Like,
Yeah.
they react different now
Yeah,
to
they're
shit like that.
much more
And I'm
ruthless.
telling you that from my personal experience.
Oh,
And then I also sent my mom a nude picture on accident, so there's that. So she had to
This girl is just that. This girl is just that.
deal with that.
Why would you do that?
It was an accident.
How
I
was
meant
it
to
an
send it to
accident?
someone else.
How would you do
You
that?
can
know
even
your
tell
mom.
from the picture that it wasn't meant for my fucking mom. It was just a titty picture.
You said you had some work done.
Yeah.
What'd you have done?
Like plastic surgery?
Yeah, what'd you have done?
Just my boobs.
That's it?
You're telling me your boobs were never. You got your boobs bigger. Not gonna lie to you, there is an exception to the rule. Like there is a limit to how big your boobs can get, and they're not attractive anymore. And she's at it. Like I don't really like her. Like this is not attracting me.
No, because you said you had some surgeries. I think I was watching one of your podcasts. You said you had some surgeries, didn't you?
Just my boobs. Swear to God.
Yeah.
My butt is just like normal. It's not. You won't look at my butt and be like,
Got
oh,
one of
that's
them,
fake.
Got one,
No.
got one of them Polish long booties.
No, just my boobs, and I've had like Botox.
Got one of them Polish long booties.
I'm
Where
really
at?
tired of my boobs.
Are you tired of them?
I'm fucking like over it. I want them gone.
Why you want them gone?
They hurt
It's
your
just
back.
too much sometimes.
And what you doing?
It's good for my job.
It's good for your job.
As soon as I'm done with porn, I'm gonna get them taken out.
You think talking about it like you do so freely on these cameras is good for your job? Because I don't
I'm
know.
saying when I'm
Because this
done.
shit's gonna last forever. Hey, listen,
Hey.
you're gonna be done one.
Oh word! No retirement
That's
plan.
what's crazy. You hit that right on the fucking head. I'm
I'm
glad.
not
I was
trying to
waiting.
do this forever.
You're
Hell
not.
no.
Yeah, you're not trying to do this forever. But guess
No.
what?
I'm doing it while I'm hot and young.
When you're doing it while you're hot and you're young.
Yeah.
But these be on videos, baby girl. You know what I ever noticed? Look, I'm gonna give you some real game, right? All jokes aside. See, when I came from the game, like the hoes that I knew, they never wanted nobody to ever know, not their family, not nobody. See, those was the real money getters, and they knew what the fuck to do. Like all this shit today, like putting it on camera and like, oh, it's all a fucking facade. It's just something to sell. Y'all sell it on camera because that's all y'all got. Do you really have the conversation? Do you really have the characteristics to go and sit in front of somebody and intrigue them? Probably not. It's crazy. It's crazy to sit back. Like, I love sitting back because I've seen one after one after one after one, and it's like, if you took away OnlyFans, all that shit tomorrow, all of it, would you know how to move amongst the people today and go still get the same money?
I think about that all the time, especially because I know I don't want to do this forever. I'm lucky that I live in LA now, so it would be easier for me to do go back to makeup and try to do makeup on some bigger scale out here.
Yeah.
So I'm always kind of thinking of that because I've really never done anything else. I've always done makeup.
I can't imagine if you just don't try anything else and you just go straight to porn. You don't try nothing else. You go straight to getting on your knees for a price check.
What made
I
you?
love that.
What made you step up over here?
To the sex side? To the sex side?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Just always being a sexual person. I think I had a bad breakup that turned me into a little hoe. And
Why
I had a
is
phase.
it always like that?
I know.
Like I break up with my boyfriend. Fuck it. 50 dicks the same
100%.
night. Like it's nothing. It's nothing. It's like, damn, did I fuck 8 men
Because they're trying to play our game. Man, of course it's easy for you to fuck.
last night? Yeah, I did. Girl, tell me I didn't. I
Not
did.
that bad.
Fuck it. Let's go fuck 16 tonight.
Oh, shit.
It's crazy, man. Like that shit's insane to me. What happened to chicks sitting back and really just reevaluating themselves, regrouping, and becoming a better them? So that way they can be a better person for a better partner.
I agree. What I said
man.
is definitely more of a
Hey,
distraction.
I love you to death, baby. I'm gonna catch up with you again. I got you, Payton, Preslee.
She had so much shit to say, she just didn't say it. She held it. She put some shit under the bridge. But with that being said, subscribe because I won't be small for long. It's RAWBYN because I've been fucking raw.